умею рэп читать.
Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Back to the grill again. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it, pick it, pick it, pick it up. This is for my dog. This is for my dog. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. This is for my dog. This is for my dog. What your belly, what your belly, what your belly for?
What the dilly? No, what the dilly, yo?
Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go.
И только так, бля.
Dillio, Dillio, Dillio. What the Dillio?
Here we go, here we go.
Я должна петь, что ли?
West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Dance, baby, dance, baby, dance, baby. I'm the East Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Dance, bounce, bounce, bounce.
Я не умею рэп читать.
East Coast, West Coast. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, back. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Back to the grill again. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it, pick it, pick it, pick it up. This is for my dog. This is for my dog. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. This is for my dog. This is for my dog. What your belly, what your belly, what your belly for?
What the dilly? No, what the Dillio?
Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go.
И только так, бля.
Dillio, Dillio, Dillio. What the Dillio?
Here we go, here we go.
Я должна петь, что ли?
East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Dance, baby, dance, baby, dance, baby. I'm the East Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Dance, bounce, bounce, bounce.
Я не умею рэп читать.
East Coast, West Coast. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, back. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Back to the grill again. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it, pick it, pick it, pick it up. This is for my dog. This is for my dog. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. This is for my dog. This is for my dog. What your belly, what your belly, what your belly for?
What the dilly? No, what the Dillio?
Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go.
И только так, бля.
Dillio, Dillio, Dillio. What the Dillio?
Here we go, here we go.
Я должна петь, что ли?
East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Dance, baby, dance, baby, dance, baby. I'm the East Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Dance, bounce, bounce, bounce.
Я не умею рэп читать.
East Coast, West Coast. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, back. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Back to the grill again. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it, pick it, pick it, pick it up. This is for my dog. This is for my dog. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. This is for my dog. This is for my dog. What your belly, what your belly, what your belly for?
What the dilly? No, what the Dillio?
Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go.
И только так, бля.
Dillio, Dillio, Dillio. What the Dillio?
Here we go, here we go.
Я должна петь, что ли?
East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Dance, baby, dance, baby, dance, baby. I'm the East Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Dance, bounce, bounce, bounce.
Я не умею рэп читать.
East Coast, West Coast. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, back. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Back to the grill again. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it, pick it, pick it, pick it up. This is for my dog. This is for my dog. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. This is for my dog. This is for my dog. What your belly, what your belly, what your belly for?
What the dilly? No, what the Dillio?
Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go.
И только так, бля.
Billy-o, Billy-o.
I haven't really needed any.
I guess if you really need them, but
My uncle,
I couldn't stand them.
and he said you need them. My dad listened, so
Well,
that's the reason why I got them.
Welcome to Retro Renegades
For me,
episode 3DO Booth Babes. We got lots of cool people on the panel. What's up, Dirty J? Welcome. How you doing today?
Hey man, doing good, man. We have interesting topics such as glasses.
Yes, we
We
do.
can speak out about our glasses.
Dirty J, are you ready to get?
Oh
get-
my god.
Are you ready to get the beating of your life tomorrow when I defend my Sony 8K championship belt?
Okay, you know what? Okay, you might have the Sony AK belt, but hey, I have something. It might not be much, but remember, I beat you for the women's title, so I have that title going for me.
Yes.
Yes.
That is true. Good to have you here.
Yes.
Graphic God, what is it? Hold on, we need all hail J.
What is
Graphic God, how are you doing today?
I'll tell you exactly how I'm doing. Ready?
Ready.
Yeah. That's how I'm doing. It's beer. It's beer o'clock, and I'm happy.
No, that wasn't the echo, folks. I cracked mine right after Jay, so you heard it in stereo.
It is a nice day to drink some beer. For real. It is for most people. For me and Stinky Corpse, there's a huge thunderstorm, so it's kind of crazy. So we might have some difficulties with the stream, but
What's up? Pillbox is in the chat.
Yeah.
He's one of my newest fans. I wouldn't call him a fan because I'm doing work for him. I guess I'm a client, but I'm a fan as well. I'm a fan of his.
You do good work, Jay. What's
Yes.
up? Oh, snaps. Who else is in the chat?
Oh yeah. Those snaps.
Steven 5000. All kinds of great people. Thanks, people in chat.
Supersonic's in this chat. What's up, Supersonic? No, I was kidding.
Supersonic, he's in the chat. I haven't seen him in forever.
I hate that asshole.
No, you know what? He's an acquired taste.
He's a pony. I can't stand.
oh, that
Supersonic.
Yoshida. Oh,
And next is Jago. What's been going on, Jago?
Oh man, a little bit of work in gaming, man. That's about it. I've been finally finished Days Gone after about 80 freaking hours. I killed all the hordes, made them my bitch.
Wait a second, isn't that illegal? Or were you actually playing Grand Theft Auto?
I don't know.
Oh, hordes! You said hordes.
Hordes.
Sorry about that.
Horde.
Sorry about that.
Hordes. Played for the first time and beat Detroit Become Human, and I'm playing back through it again. I love that game. And if for anybody that says that's not a game, if you're using a fucking controller, it is a game. I'm sorry, it's not a movie. If you have to use a controller, it's a game. But that story in that game is better than some movies I've seen here recently.
Okay, yeah, you're not referring to the tweet that I put out the other day, are you?
I don't know, Jay. I miss a lot of tweets that everybody puts up because I
Okay.
don't stay on Twitter.
So I made a tweet the other day, and I'm not saying it got all heated or anything like that because it didn't. But the point I was trying to make was that I personally don't need a game to have a terrific story to enjoy it.
No.
For instance, Crackdown 3. What kind of story is there? It's blow shit up and get stronger, and that's what I like.
I don't either. But I mean, the games that have a good story or great story, I appreciate, and I appreciate games that have both great gameplay.
Okay, hold on, guys. Before you talk about what's up, Invader. Welcome back, buddy. How are you doing today?
Oh, Invader's here. Hey, Invader.
Hey guys, thanks for having me on. As you know, I'm a frequenter of Retro Renegades. I love the crew here and just love the atmosphere. You know, you guys are so welcoming and have such, well, just really interesting stories to tell and just a great crew overall. And hey, everybody in the chat again, Andy Mack and Mel, Pillbox and everybody. Oh, great crew already. Chat's just filling up. I can't wait to talk to you guys. It's going to be fun. And yeah, thanks for having me on.
You give us too much credit. Basically, this is
Not
not
the great Yoshida. What are you talking about?
this is no podcast. This is just all of us hanging out, getting drunk and drinking beer.
This is the podcast. Remember?
Like I said, it's chill.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, and I've made it 3/4 of the way through Devil May Cry 5. Game's amazing too.
Love it.
Nice.
Yes.
I want to get that soon.
Me too.
Oh,
Good,
my
Jay.
God.
It's good.
Nero is such a weak shit compared to Dante. He's way more fun to play. I hate Nero in this one. And Thori was okay. But God,
Well, I'll say this: they all play differently.
Yeah, they do.
Like Dante, though, you can do like such crazy combos with. He's great with like the
With the
gunplay and stuff.
the motorcycle, for Christ's sake! Holy shit!
Hey, hold on. Let us know in the chat if how the volume is. Tell me if the game volume's too loud or my volume's.
Yeah,
Well,
I can't.
I don't know if anyone else is hearing it, but I'm hearing an echo.
I hear a little
Yeah.
echo. It's not bothering me though.
No, it's not bothering me. It's like as long as everyone else is not hearing it.
Yeah, I hear it too, but it ain't too
No,
bad.
but I mean people at home.
Oh, okay, guys.
Hey,
Hello.
do you remember this game? We get to hear some White Zombie during this game.
Oh, love.
Nice.
Beer. Yes, it was a Mortal Kombat clone, but the game was phenomenal for its time, and the music was some of the best music in a game ever.
Okay, game volume. They can't hear. I'm gonna turn game volume up, so you can hear some Rob Zombie greatness.
Yes.
Yeah, just let me know if the game volume gets too loud in the chat, and I'll adjust it. What's up, John
John
Thomas?
Thompson's asking me. He's asking me a question. He said, "Have you ever designed a Star Trek ship?" Okay, well, I've got a funny story there. When I was in elementary school, I used to design Star Trek shuttles out of erasers, and I would paint them with what's like whiteout stuff, and then draw on the windows with markers and tape on wings. Yeah, I was a real nerd in junior high, and maybe yeah, it's probably junior high I was doing it. Maybe elementary too, but yeah, I was a real nut.
I quit being creative after high school. I ain't gonna lie. Used to draw a lot, like up until high school, and then I don't know, real life, and I just stopped. My dad, because I guess my dad used to draw, and then his brother is a phenomenal artist, has his own studio. He runs in the family, I guess, but I just lost it or something after high school. I guess just like I said, real world shit gets in the way.
Oh, John needs someone to design him a Star Trek ship for his novel. I will do it.
The final frontier.
You send me some ideas, and I'll do it.
Versus mode. Demo
I'm gonna do demo mode because I suck at this game. I'll try one game. I get my ass kicked every time I play this.
Are there
Like, it's so bad.
fatalities in this?
There's stuff where you can punch them in the lava and shit. Like, it's nothing near Mortal
Yeah.
Kombat, but one thing that made this game so cool is the fucking White Zombie
The
soundtrack.
White Zombie was the best, dude.
I'm gonna turn up the
In this
volume a
game.
little bit on here.
I mean, you hear it like during the rounds and everything, don't you? I can't hear it because I got
What
Oh, I
game
can
is
hear-
this again?
Way of the Warrior.
Way of the Warrior
what's
by
up?
Naughty Dog on a 3DO.
Oh,
my God, look
Double
at that
H
all-star cast
THQ
right there.
Heroes, welcome. John Thomas, welcome.
Legendary fighters right there.
Yeah, if you pay attention to the beginning Invader, you'll see the little Naughty Dog flag. They showed the Naughty Dog flag.
wow.
Yeah, I'll let it go again so you can say the Naughty Dog thing. This is old school Naughty Dog.
Yes, before they were famous, pretty much.
This
This
guy's
is cool.
kicking my ass.
It's in the original intro, Super, like when you first boot up the game.
So
Were
was
you-
this before or after Mortal Kombat first released?
This was 95, 94, 95, I think.
Okay.
So this was after the first Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat came out in 92 or 93, something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
That first round was like 10 seconds.
Oh yeah, I think I have it favored for the computer, but I'm gonna let it demo some. Oh, he broke my back.
You know what? This just makes me really want to play Clay Fighters.
And Clay,
Clay Fighters.
Clay Fighters on the 3DO.
Was
Yeah,
oh, I
not that
should
it was
have
a
done
great game or anything, but I always enjoyed it.
that. I got the
Yeah, I did too.
I got the vector fighting game. It's kind of like you're a bunch of balls, and then you fight another character with a bunch of balls. If that makes any sense. I'll show it to you later. I'm gonna have on demo mode so you can see some of the fighting on the.
Yes, when the announcers like describing the story, that's when you'll see right at the beginning of it, when it starts, when you'll see the Naughty Dog player.
They have some interesting characters in this game.
Yeah.
Got a biker chick, a ninja, an office dude.
They got the army guy. He can like grow. He like Mario when he eats the mushroom. If you pick him and use his power, he actually grows. Like,
The Raiden wannabe with his electric
Yeah.
powers.
Yep.
ninja.
Oh man. No, I had no idea this game existed. This is cool.
Oh yeah, back in the day. My buddy actually got a 3DO first for Christmas, and then I was like, I didn't have one. And then that's when, after I saw this game and played all of his, that's when I went and got me one.
I had a friend that lent me he lent me his 3DO for about a week in the mid 90s. He also lent me along with it Super Street Fighter 2,
Yep.
Need for Speed, Way of the Warrior.
Yep.
Then I can't remember the other one, but it was a good time.
And like I had God, there was so many. They had Night Trap on this too.
Road Rash. There you go.
Road Dash, Clay Fighter, Gex. They had oh God, what's the one that's from Sega CD? I love Sewer Shark. Like the Night Trap.
Barbie's Playhouse.
I don't know. If they did, I didn't get it. Democracy Man. They had like 200 something games they released. It wasn't a whole lot because not a lot of people bought it because it was so expensive. 200 something games released worldwide. I think.
One game I always wanted to play, but I never got the chance to, is Fighters Mega Mix for the Sega Saturn.
This head
Never got to
exploded.
play it.
Fatality.
Cool.
Dang. Oh yeah, get that whiskey.
Yeah. Crimson Glory.
Reminds me, I should pop open some bourbon. Damn, I could use one right now.
Oh yeah, you can't be on the show unless you're intoxicated.
Yeah.
or,
Where's that
in,
beer
or in
at?
the process of.
Yeah, it's not intoxicated, but on your way.
That's right. I gotta fill in for UK Daz here. I gotta make him proud. I gotta make you proud, Daz.
Yeah. Is this just in demo mode, Super?
Yeah, because I suck at this game.
Well,
Oh, you
it's
fraud.
it's notoriously hard. They would cheat like hell.
Andy Mack. What?
Yes.
What?
Dum gum. Thank you.
Dum dum gum.
Dum dum dum. He's watching, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
Now that should be in the game.
I want to see some booth babes.
What did you say?
I want to see some booth babes.
Oh.
Babes. Woo. Definitely need more of those.
Hold on. Booth babes, assemble.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Hopefully it's a good O.
More greenery, the more scenery.
Good one. Indy Gamers in the chat. What's up, Indy?
Hey, Indy.
What's going on, indie dude?
You're one
Maybe-
dedicated guy.
Maybe Stick Figure will show up with his booth babes.
Oh my.
From this past weekend? Oh.
Oh, yeah, you guys catch that?
Oh yeah.
That's the greatest thing ever
We
put
all
on
did.
Twitter.
So we're super. We were talking about it. It was like, I don't know if I should retweet this. I'm like, fuck it, I will. I don't care.
I just didn't want him to get in trouble because I've seen people get their stuff taken down.
Like, yeah, he could have got banned, I think.
He did
Yeah.
get banned for that.
I don't know.
He
He could have.
did.
It's true. Well, Twitter's weird, you know. Like
You
you'll-
got a side of Twitter that people post all kinds of porn shit on. So I wasn't pretty sure he wasn't gonna get banned for that.
Andy, all he did was he posted pics with some really pretty girls. Let's just say, if you need to see, just go to his Twitter.
On a boat.
I'll send you the I'll send you the tweet. His
They
tweet.
were, yeah, they were on a boat and it was really, really windy, and it blew the top off of a couple girls.
Mhm. Yeah.
It wasn't his fault. At least
Dangerous waters.
he went out with a bang.
Oh, when I retweeted, I said, you know, he's my hero for tweeting this. He actually sent me some video of that chick in a DM.
Nice.
You know what? I might need to look at it again for scientific research.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Yeah,
Here.
we all gotta do that research.
I'm gonna do the intro of this game again, real quick.
Yeah, do the intro so everybody can see the Naughty Dog flag, and just listen to the announcer because it's the announcer or the book basically that's talking, whatever they call
The
the book now.
Necronomicon.
Yeah, the book that's got the mouth. There you go. See, Naughty Dog, 1994.
Oh yeah. Wow, that goes back. Oof.
Universal Interactive Studio.
That's some naughty
See?
dogs.
Naughty Dog.
You think that naughty dog drinks natty daddy?
Probably. Yes,
Indie
old as
gamer?
that, dude. I was 17 when this game released.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm. Oh, White Zombie. Music by White Zombie.
Oh man, that's one of my favorite albums too.
Mine too.
That's what made me love White Zombie.
Now,
Yes,
the first time
okay.
I heard White Zombie was somebody bought me this compilation, and Welcome to Planet Motherfucker was on it, and yeah, I just fell in love with it because I thought Rob Zombie sounded like James Hetfield from Metallica.
I love this intro right here with a skull telling you about the game, the story. Love it.
Oh, Pillbox just made a nice donation.
Wow, Pillbox, that's awesome, dude.
Holy shit!
Wow, nice. Appreciate that. I know Super does.
By the way, Pillbox, I love the stuff that the image that Jay created for you. Good stuff there, really classy.
That is
Yeah, it
good. Thank you very much, Pillbox. You're awesome.
Good, evil, and the pain caused by their attack.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah,
cool
this-
guy.
This intro is still one of the best intros to me. To this day. Fighting game or not.
Oh yeah, no, that's cool. I like it. I hadn't seen this before. You know, it's kind of cool to go back and you forget what, you know, because Naughty Dog is basically an industry leader, and you forget that they even made these types of games before a long, long ago. Necronomicon book and all.
Yeah.
Like how? Like I wonder. Like, did they have to get license rights for that?
The music, I'm sure.
No, I'm talking about for the Necronomicon.
Oh, I don't know.
That's a good question.
You should just put it on easy, Super, and play it. Like whatever the easiest, because the computer is notoriously hard, and they cheat like hell.
Just pretend like here's what we'll do. I'll try to play one round after this fight, and then actually Pillbox did request Demolition Man on Twitter.
Oh yeah, love Demolition Man.
We're gonna be
If
playing
you're a fan of the movie,
lots of games. We got Dragon's Lair, Space Ace.
Dragon's Lair. Yep.
I think this is the same thing as the pit on Mortal Kombat where they punch him off the thing.
Yeah, I can't remember. That's so long since I played it.
It's been a while.
What's up, Z Black Rider?
Hey, Z Black Rider.
What's going on, Z, buddy? I always see Z in almost every chat that I jump into.
He's always there.
Yeah, he supports everybody.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's very committed to, checking out the podcast, the community podcast, and love seeing you participate in there, bud.
Big time.
I just don't have the time. Like I've told you guys before, because I most time now I'll listen to ones I can't, like while I'm driving. It's perfect. I can listen and drive at the same time. It's perfect entertainment, and I still get to keep up on things I can't actually read up on. You know what I'm saying? Like TXR is on with Game of Thrones. I told you, man, I gotta watch Game of Thrones. Sorry, now it's over. I'll not be able to catch it.
Yeah, well, for the past, month and a half, 2 months, it's definitely affecting, definitely lower views, live views for the channel, but, hey, you know what? We just stuck it out, and we knew people are gonna watch anyways afterwards.
Yeah.
So it's not a big deal, whatever. We just weather the storm, and now things are gonna,
The storm's over.
Hey, wait, I forgot we had a tip. Booth Babes Assemble. There we go.
How could you forget that tip?
Oh, that's a nice blonde tip. All right.
We'll have to make it so that when people can say Booth Babes Assemble in the chat, and you automatically have to bring them up.
That's a good idea.
Time differences do suck. They do suck.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Z-Pack Rider said Jago's a dick. What? Just all that. I am not.
Dick?
I'm a nice guy. Just because I like Sony doesn't mean I'm a dickhead.
You're such a dick. Quit being a dick, Jacob. You dick. Stop being a dick. Can we say dick on YouTube? Stop being a dick.
I had somebody, I don't know who it was on Twitter, it was like starting to question you're whatever you said. So you Xbox, being an Xbox guy, because I was posting all the stuff from Days Gone and then Detroit Become Human. I'm like, look, I've always had. I didn't go into detail because I just don't feel like typing that much. I really don't. That's God's honest truth. I've always been a game fan, and I've never been a crazy radical just extremist for any console. I don't do that. I enjoy games everywhere. And like I said with Nintendo, I haven't wanted a Nintendo console since the 64. I'm sorry.
Look, I picked Stick Figure. He's the Australian guy.
Jago has been putting in work, not only with Days Gone, but with Detroit.
No,
like I tune into PlayStation and I see Jago right there. He's playing a lot of Detroit.
Yeah, I started it again last night. That's how much I enjoyed the story. And it looks damn good. I mean, I love graphics, but I'm not a total graphic whore. But damn, the game is gorgeous.
Yeah, to be fair, I don't own those games, but I was always talking of Days Gone, for example. I just like the aesthetic, and I thought aspects of it were cool, even though I'm not huge into zombie games like other people. And as far as Detroit goes, well, I don't know. I thought that the storyline that they were going for was kind of unique and different. So
it is.
Like that.
It's really good, dude. And the replayability of it is insane.
Oh yeah, lots of branching stories.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, I'm playing through it now, and there's still stuff on each chapter. It shows you in gray that I haven't even unlocked in the second playthrough. Where I've gotten in the game. Great. And I picked it up for $7, dude. It was worth it.
Oh wow! Because when did that come out? Was it
last year?
Yeah. I guess that's right. Yeah. Well,
and what is it? It's God, I'm gonna forget now. It's what's the studio that made that?
Holy shit!
One that made
Quantum. It's on the tip of my call.
Booth Babe Time.
Quantum Dreams.
Quantic Dreams. That's it.
Quantic Dreams, yeah. And I love the Heavy Rain and Beyond. Those Heavy Rain. I've told this story before. Heavy Rain has brought out my girl to actually watch me play video games. Before that, she raised hell if I turned any video game machine on. So I knew she would love.
Thanks,
Heavy
Box.
Yeah, definitely. Well, my girlfriend, she just likes playing Cuphead all the time. That's what she's obsessed with, Cuphead. So I've had to play it through 3 times now because of that. So.
Oh my God, I have never beat it. God bless you, sir.
No, I've only got Island 3.
Oh yeah, World 3.
Yeah.
Oh, it's worth it.
I don't.
Actually,
I think my old age, I just don't have the patience for it anymore.
I gave up on it, Jay. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's one of those games that you really have to push yourself with. But I really enjoy the animations for it, and I don't know, just the old timey feel. It's unique.
Oh yeah, most definitely. For the whole game, it's just frustrating as hell.
Absolutely.
Pillbox just got a lap dance.
Oh,
You're giving Pillbox a lap dance? $20 is pretty cheap for a lap dance.
Love Demolition Man. Send a maniac, catch a maniac.
Can
Love
someone
the
do
movie
a
anyway.
Sylvester Stallone imitation during this game?
That's Rocky.
We need Stink for that.
Oh yes, the one day Stinky Corpse is on here. He does the best Sylvester Stallone imitation.
The scenes from the movie, I was in awe back then. I thought, oh my God, it's from the movie. This is a big fan. Still one of my favorites.
That's a good one. I have a whole bunch of movies, actually.
Judge Dredd.
Oh, yeah.
Tango and Cash.
Yep.
Rocky, all the Rockies.
Cliffhanger.
People hated that movie. I didn't think it was too bad.
I like it.
Good God. There was another one later on. There's a bunch of his that I like.
Tank and Cash is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's with Michael Caine.
Oh my God, more!
Big Detroit. I'm a pure Who's the one with Big Detroit?
Oh, that's not the Expendables.
The Expendables is a fun movie.
No, I think that's something from the 80s.
Something like the long weekend.
See Black Rider, you get Booth Babe number 5.
See Black
Hey, look, see Black. I didn't read the book, so I'm not tainted with what happened in the book. I accept the media as it is. That's why I understand people's their uproar about it, but when they go on,
Here's the thing: he's not even done writing the books.
I know, but see, I don't know that. I didn't read the book, so to me, I'm fine with how it. And yes, the ending, the last season seemed rushed. Yes, it did. I needed at least 3 more, but I was like I said, I was listening to a guy named John Campea. He's on YouTube, and he said he was. It pointed out over and over again in his seasons that Danny was a dick. He was going to turn that way, and he pretty much summed it up. I started thinking about it. Yeah, he's right. I didn't expect to have happen how it happened to her. What happened to her? But,
if you think about it, they were kind of hinting at that throughout the whole show.
Yeah, that's what that guy was talking about. That's what he's saying. He's like, look, guys, she's a dick. She's not going to end up the way she ends up, or how you think it is. So, in that aspect, I'm not. Like people that read comics. I've told you guys. I read comics when I was younger, but I don't collect them. Never did. So I'm not tainted by what happens in the comics when it comes to like superhero movies or whatever. So I accept things how they are. Yes, it may not be what you wanted, but HBO is not trying to reshoot a season that took them
Not at all.
a half to make. And how much money, manpower, and acting already they were tired of doing it. They were just ready to be done. They're not going to redo it because a million people kind of. And the fact that it reached this level to talk about this much shows there's something wrong. It's a world.
Oh
today.
my god!
All right, we need more booth babes out. Come on.
Booth babes assemble.
Next
And
week,
here.
next week, the whole show's going to be Booth Page.
That sounds great.
The entire show.
They're gonna have booth face with him in the podcast.
Booth babes, demolition. Oh
My favorite sections in this game were wasn't the shooting sections. They were okay, but I used to like the fighting. They were kind of wonky, and the fighting sections. I enjoyed the whole game. This arcade shooter, like with all other kinds of games mixed together.
Looking forward to the new light gun for Xbox.
Isn't that like a
Bringing it
third
back
party thing that's not totally tested yet?
I don't know that they're advertising it.
Xbox is advertising it, or
Yeah.
oh,
I have to look this up.
that'll be awesome.
I've seen it. I doubt I picked it up. I ain't gonna lie.
Now they need a House of the Dead for.
Oh hell yeah! I love how I got House of the Dead. Oh god,
Oh wow, that light gun actually looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it does look kind of, it doesn't look realistic or anything, but still, if the game's like high quality, I'll really enjoy it. I used to love those light gun games.
Oh, I did too. If I could get, and I've said this, if Arcade 1-Up was to make the Terminator gun games from the arcades, I would be on that.
Let's see. Oh, do they have like different bundles or something? Like Voyage of the Dead?
Oh, there. I thought I was.
Seems like it.
I think there was like 3.
House of the Dead was good.
I was going to actually tell you to do some like gun games, but I don't know if you could play with it.
Yes, Respawn Gaming Time Crisis for the win.
Mm-hmm.
Z Black Rider says, turn down the game audio, super. I guess it's too loud, I don't know. I can't hear it.
hear it.
I mean, I could listen, but then would hear an echo.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that should be good. Tell me if that's any better. I passed it. Yes.
Nice.
I don't remember them being super hard. I just don't know what kind of section you're running up into now. Because there's multiple different types of sections in this game. Like driving, shooting, fighting. I know you actually have to fight Wesley Snipes a couple of times in this game.
Oh god.
Does he say Simon Says?
I don't remember. It's been so long later, honestly. But I
Simon
know
Says die.
you run into him inside this warehouse. Because this is the beginning of the movie, so that's in the movie where you run into him. Is where the first time you fight him in the game.
Yeah. Now I want to rewatch it. Thanks, guys.
I love it, man. It's still a great movie. One of Sandra Bullock's first movies.
Yeah.
Or her first movie, as far as I remember. I can't remember.
Yeah, I do remember that too.
I might have to turn on my Cody tonight.
Yeah, get Sandra Bullock on here. Come on.
Nice. You're supposed to shoot the grenade super.
Oh, I have to use this controller. It's not very responsive.
Gotcha.
I just love how in the movie the only restaurant, like chain restaurant, everything is Taco Bell. Out of all the different chains, Taco Bell, like one of the cheapest, like.
He's got a cryo freezer. It's like, you take me to Taco Bell? Really?
That's cool.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Helicopter.
Gotta you destroy that. I think you're done after you destroy the helicopter.
Come on, Stallone. You just shot me right in the face.
And correct me if I'm wrong, I don't remember, but was this game on any other platform? I don't believe it was. Unless they did it later.
What game is this again?
It's Demolition Man.
Oh. Because somebody in the chat was talking about Time Crisis, and it reminds me exactly of that Time Crisis for the PlayStation.
Well, the shooting parts of it, that's not the whole game, Dirty. So this is, I mean, it goes from like shooting, actually being like a fighting game, driving, and whatever else I can't remember. I think that might be everything. I don't remember though.
This also reminds me, this part of the game. Remember, I don't know if it came out on consoles, but for the arcades, we had a game called Area 51.
Right.
Yeah, Area 51.
I remember that.
I
Yeah.
remember playing that in the arcade.
definitely, I remember that. Or like a whole bunch of the Alien spin-off games, arcade games. Those were always fun. Yeah, not too many arcades now, unless you have like a Dave and Buster's around.
Or movie theaters, all the movie theaters.
Movie theaters have arcades still, yeah.
Yeah, but now it's only like, you know, you'll have like 4 or 5 machines there. They'll have like an air hockey table, maybe one of those.
Not
like,
my arcade, not my movie theater.
Oh, really?
Half of the lobby is now an arcade.
Really?
Nice.
I could pass this. Never give up.
How'd you get that 500 holes in your face?
Don't quit, man. You gotta get to the part where you at least fight. What is his name? What's his name? What's the name of the game? Oh, in the movie though. What's his Snipes character?
I don't remember his name.
Me neither.
They're all booing me.
Let's call him Vanilla Chocolate.
Boo that man.
Because he's got vanilla hair.
I'll get you, Wesley Snipes. Gonna try again. We even got Night Trap on there.
Love Night Trap.
Yes, totally put it up.
In the USA, it was banned.
Here, we'll come back. We'll come back to Demolition Man.
I'm ready. I'm ready for number 2, guys. Ready?
Ready.
Yeah.
Beer.
Did you say you're ready to take a number 2, Jay?
No, I had my number 2 before I came into the podcast. I always come prepared. I always make sure that all my duties are done.
Duties.
He said duty.
The Call of Duty.
What are you playing now, Super?
Let's try. See how bad we fail at Dragon's Lair.
Nice.
That is a memory game for sure.
Yeah, this isn't like the console game where it tells you what to do. Like, you totally got to guess what to do, so it's way harder. We got all kinds of stuff. We got Road Rash, all kinds of
You've got to break out Twisted one time tonight.
I'll do Twisted now if you want.
Oh, yeah,
You
Road
got,
Rash? Oh, I want to play that too.
Do you have Vector Man on there?
Yes. That's the one I was thinking of with the balls. People is the balls.
John, sorry, John's asking me a question. John, whatever I do, I'll do it digitally and I'll send it to you in digital format.
Yeah, do Twisted. Love Twisted, dude. That game's insane.
Okay, if volume gets
Look
too
at
loud,
that.
let me
Everybody's favorite company.
Yep. Good old DA.
This game was so much fun. I think I've played this more than any other game while I had my 3DO.
Yep, me and my friends used to play this all the time.
It was crazy.
Oh, Jeepers Creepers love this game. This is like nostalgia heaven for me.
Used to love the 3DO, man. No, I hate a lot of people who didn't have it because it cost so much.
It was like $800 for that console.
700 where I lived when it was new. I was like, that's insane. That's why I didn't get one until My buddy didn't get one until like 2 years after it launched for on sale for like $5, I think, and I didn't get mine until like a year later for like $4.50. But still, at that time, that was insane.
Jago, Vengeance wants to know what a 3DO is.
Think
Philips.
Well, mine was Panasonic.
Okay. That's true.
But they had different versions of it. I think there was a Philips one. But most people know the Panasonic one. If you show them the picture of the Panasonic one, that's what people will recognize. Think if he's asking what does it relate to in that time era, think Sega Saturn and PS1.
Yeah.
But it was before I think it was before the PlayStation. Yeah, it was before the very first PlayStation.
And now for our next contestant, Ray.
Now, here's a question, Jago, because I come from that era as well, but I don't remember. How long of a shelf life does the 3DO have?
As far as how long it was relevant?
Yeah.
Not that long, because most people didn't pick it up. That's why there won't but like 200 and I want to say 30 games released for it worldwide, worldwide. Wasn't that long because of the price point. Like, put a lot of people out, dude. $700. Holy shit!
I'm doing child difficulty.
I mean, $700 is a lot now. Imagine 20, 25 years ago.
Will the next player please
Do what?
select
The third job.
Press C when
Oh,
all
a
players
third
have
job?
made their selection.
Yeah. I'm just glad that a buddy of mine, like I told you guys earlier, a buddy of mine got his mom to get him one for Christmas because I never would have experienced it and known I wanted one.
Will the next player please select a
But when I got
contestant?
mine, it
Press
was
C
like I
when
said,
all
like
players have
$4.50,
made their
but it was
selection.
like 3 or 4 years after it
Now,
released.
Madeleine, how smart do you think you are?
And then like a dumb shit, I turned around and sold it just like I did all the other consoles. Except Stinking Corpse, shout out to him. He's got every console known to man.
Press C when all players
Yeah,
have
the
made their
corpse
selection.
guy is hardcore.
Yeah, it is. Well, I always used to do like a lot of gamers do. One console comes out, you trade it in to get the new thing to save you some money. Most time, that's what happened to mine. Or I would
See,
sell them.
My problem was that when I was in college in the early to mid '90s, I started playing PC right after having a Sega Genesis. So my idea of consoles then was I'd rather just buy it on PC because I remember I never bought a PlayStation, but I played Tomb Raider originally on my PC. I played Final Fantasy VII first on my PC, so I basically had a PlayStation, or I had
a Sega Saturn.
Well, I had something that and I didn't have a Saturn either. My next Sega console was a Dreamcast. And the only reason I went to Dreamcast was because at that point in console history, the console was better than PC.
Well, yeah, back then, yeah. But if you were a console guy like I was, I would argue to death at the PC guys. Like, whatever, dude, it doesn't matter. I got into so much shit with PC guys back then. Even back then, PC's better. I'm like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Ease of use, consoles are great.
And it was back then. Yeah, see, but I was a computer guy, right? So I was doing graphic design and learning how to use the applications. So I was very used to having to configure for apps at the time because it was all DOS, right?
Yeah.
For Windows. So to me, it wasn't daunting at all after I learned it. But I don't understand why people today would rather buy a console because computers are a pain in the ass for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, last team up.
Hey, Coop.
Johnny Powell.
Johnny Powell.
You can't stop on an occupied space.
Did you win anything?
Loves Johnny Powell. He was like Elvis and the Fonz mixed together.
Hey.
Hey.
That square is occupado. Roll again.
I'm definitely going to have to go back and re-listen to this tomorrow since I can't hear the sound.
Think fast. You're on the
Spent
challenge
hours
square.
on this game. I don't even remember what you get once you go up the ladder all the way. I don't remember what you win.
Select a row from the matrix.
Yesterday, we had some friends over, and our friends have sons, and one of the sons is 12 years old, and my friend Rose said, "Could you entertain Jack or Luke?" No, it was Luke. Entertain Luke. So I took him downstairs, and I turned on the Xbox, and I wanted to play a 2-player game with him that wasn't very violent because his mother doesn't like him playing violent games.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the majority of games that I own are violent.
Hey,
So
how are the new days?
I put on Toe Jam and Earl, like the new one, and we played that for 2 hours, and he loved it. And then when I told him that he could get that in Sega Genesis because his dad had a Sega Genesis at home, he
Yeah.
was like he wanted to get it like today.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's amazing how relevant some of these games are. I mean, I know the recent Toe Jam and Earl, like you said, just came out, but you know, it's amazing how many of those old school games just kind of still carry on. You know, some of them just, you know, like whether it be the aesthetics, the writing, the gameplay, just for whatever reason it works. You know.
Yeah.
The Wheel of Torture.
I forgot about that.
This is like your Wheel of Wonder, Jay.
Kinda. Except we don't have humans in ours.
I forgot about the Wheel of Torture. That's hilarious.
What's up, Super Cooper?
They're playing Twisted.
Twisted.
Sick and twisted.
He froze. He is frozen. Okay, next game. We might come back to this one.
Twisted is hilarious. All the characters are hilarious. Like what was the pet that you could play as the Pez?
Yeah, the
dispenser?
Pez head.
Like what?
Good stuff.
$1993, another 1993. Uh-oh. Which one is it?
No,
Going
it's the
way
same
back.
one. I gotta.
Okay.
We are doing Night Trap.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
With Dana Plato herself. God rest her soul.
Did you have a crush on her?
Who didn't
I
back in
think
the
everyone did.
Different strokes.
day?
Yeah, different strokes. Yeah. I never thought about that before.
Different strokes. So they were some were slow, some were fast.
I know that this is available on the Switch, but I don't think it's on the Xbox or PlayStation 4.
What that new wireless app it is.
Oh,
Night Trap?
yeah.
Holy
Wasn't that on
shit.
Sega CD originally?
Yeah, Sega CD. Originally. That's where
Oh.
I played it. I never played it.
I forgot the
I may have played
introduction.
it, but I can't remember.
Well, this bloody game was banned, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Band here. It was in that time of stupidity when lawmakers were trying to blame everything on video games.
Yeah, there's a bit of a panic there for no reason. It's like, oh, if you play this game, it'll turn your child into a murderer or something, you know?
Yeah. I'm like, who the fuck's I'm gonna dress up all in black, pretend to be some kind of crazy vampire and stalk girls in their house and take them into hidden rooms.
Well, if anything, you know, it's gonna like help reduce that because people are taking out things in video games. So.
Taking out stress. Oh, I can't tell you how many times I came home from school or somewhere, somebody pissed me off, I'd put on a Street Fighter or something, and just I would forget about it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, again, people forget that this is just entertainment. You know, it's for like people to kick back, relax, and let off some steam. You know, it's not to like encourage
the opposite.
Violence.
Yeah. Unless you're playing Cuphead.
Yeah,
I beat that game.
In the rage videos for that, you know, people like tossing their keyboard or controller off.
Yeah.
It's great. All the streamers doing that.
Scat Team
I love that.
The only thing with this version, I think the field of view, like the screen size that you actually got to see, was bigger than the Sega CD version. Could you on the Sega CD, like these would have a screen inside the screen,
Protect those five
Because it would be too pixelated
from
if it
whatever
was
happened
blown
to
up
another
bigger.
bunch of teenagers.
I remember it being
They
very
disappeared
pixelated.
after spending a night at
Yeah.
the market.
Jacob, can
This
you
were-
can you explain
Last
what
night,
you're supposed to
one of our
do in
agents
this
got into
game
the
for
house,
people?
found
So
You're
weird
supposed to think of it as
Hidden
Five
cameras
Nights
in
at
almost
Freddy's.
every
You got to
room
bounce
and a
from
series
room
of
to room,
traps.
checking the surveillance cameras.
Our
You got to
agent
save the
sliced
girls.
the
If too many
override into the security
girls,
system,
save the girls from these
enabling
asshats
you
dressed
to
all
control
in
the
black.
cameras
I guess
and the
they're supposed to be
traps
some kind of
with this remote
vampire, but it's cheesy as hell.
The traps
If they
are
get the
protected with
girls,
an
they put
access
this
code.
hook thing around their
They
neck
won't
and they
work
drag
unless
them
you
away
enter the
from
right code.
every room's got a
Right
hidden
now, that
door.
code is set at blue,
And you won't
and
see
you
it
have
until you
control of
see
the
the guys
traps.
come out of it or dragging the girls away.
Anyone
But you
inside
got to
that
go
house
from
can change
camera to
that code at any
camera,
time.
and you
So
got
listen
to
up.
try to protect all the co-eds in this
Our
cabin
override
and not
cable
let
is
them
here
be
in the
taken
back
by
hallway.
the
If
vampire,
anyone disconnects
whatever
it,
kind
you
of
lose
guys they
control
are.
for
Weird.
good. This is my attack
And
suite,
I don't know what is it with the
and that's
phone I'm
Kelly,
seeing right there,
one of
but it
my
may
best
be
undercover
help or
agents.
some helps in the game.
She'll
But
be
it's been so
arriving
long
at
since I
Oh,
played
they
it.
can change the code on the phone.
I'm putting
So
her
there's
life
like 5
and the
different
lives
codes. You
of
gotta
those
figure
other
out what
girls in your
code
hands.
Yeah.
the traps are wired
Don't
on.
even think
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
messing
There
up.
you go. Because I can't hear it either. So,
If you
but I
don't have
remember
the
playing this so
brains or
much,
the
and I
guts
could
for this
never,
assignment,
ever
give the controls to someone who does.
save all the girls.
The girls
Because
should be pulling into the driveway.
you'll flip through the
We're
cameras
wasting time.
and something you'll like
Get
flip
over
all
there
of them, you won't see
now.
anything, and then it's like they're not doing anything, and then you flip through again, and then there's like 2 rooms with those guys in it attacking the girls. It was frustrating as hell.
You just gotta be glad I brought you along.
I could never beat this game.
Looks like a healthy bunch.
Yes, it should be a good
Yeah,
weekend.
there's traps. If you catch the guys trying to hurt the girls, there's traps that you gotta hit the button at the right time to drop them in, or
There's
kill them,
one.
whatever.
See, I don't know which frequency the thing is on yet.
Yeah, I forgot about that part. It says access yellow. What I'm seeing. But they'll creep
Okay.
around.
So
There's
it's
a
not
trick.
yellow, so it could be purple.
There's a trap at the bottom of those steps. I do remember that they'll fall into in the living room steps.
I'm getting distracted by the girl.
Her little brother Danny.
Dirty J said nitro sounds like a porno.
It does.
And then today, I mean, it may be a terrible game now, but back then it was so much fun.
I mean, it was groundbreaking
At the
for the time.
Yeah.
I'll try
Like
orange.
full motion video wasn't even seen back then.
No.
Sorry about the dogs.
Oh, that's all good, Jay.
Woof woof.
Well, this was a big thing back then. This is where the industry was like leaning on, like heading towards very heavily. The full motion video thing, and then it just kind of died out.
Yeah.
I keep messing them. I haven't
That's
trapped
what I'm saying.
one
Just-
person.
It's hard. Because you'll have some rooms where there's nothing going on but normal things, and then you'll have these 2 other rooms where these guys are out. It's hard to catch them.
Oh.
I think they can get a couple of girls, but after they get so many, or if they catch them all, that's when it's over. I can't remember if they take all the girls being captured. See that little hook thing? Well, I'm behind. The little hook thing they carry. That's what they put on the girls around their neck.
Thank you very much for letting us come out this weekend. It's very
I'm gonna get these guys, maybe. Got one! I got one!
Nice.
Yes!
I'll see it in a minute.
So the code's
Yep.
the code's still red, so we can, as long as they don't change the code, then we can get more people.
What is it? As long as you got the right color code, you can access the traps, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah, but they can change
Okay.
them on.
Yeah. All right.
We're gonna get this guy. Oh, he got away.
Yeah, if you don't time it right, you'll miss them.
Get this guy. You have been night trapped. Oh, he got away.
If you beat this game, I'm gonna be salty because I never beat this game. I'm just saying.
People say this is one of the worst games, but actually I do have fun playing them. We got that one.
No, I actually enjoyed it, but it was just hard back in the day.
I think it's just more about the reputation that it had, but
Victor,
like
monster.
I don't know.
I never understood that. It's not like I don't know. They don't show any blood. There's no nudity. I mean, come on.
See, look, they are changing the code. They just said they're going to change the code. So now the code, I got to figure out which code they're changing it to.
Mike's in the chat. What's up, brother? Yes, this is Night Trap.
What's up, Mike? Mikey likes it.
OGNOG. You guys know who it is.
Don't worry, Mom. It's all in the fingers.
Good hunting.
Okay, she just said they changed it from blue to purple. So I think.
Yes, that's right. You got to pay attention. They'll actually say it. It's been so long since I played this game.
Oh, it's not purple yet. We gotta figure out which color it is.
What could possibly go wrong? Come on, darling.
We're gonna make out outside.
Yeah, you'll catch some crazy shit sometimes when you change the cameras.
Don't they have boobs on this?
I don't think so. Not that I remember. That's why I didn't understand the old outrage with this, like how I got banned. It was just a stupid crap that was going on at the time when this game was out.
If you want boobs, you gotta play the man game.
Oh yeah, that got banned too, didn't it?
Yeah, I still got it on my original Xbox. I'll never get rid of that copy.
I think the prices went up, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure, because it's hard to find now. That's why I'll never sell my copy.
Slumber Party.
Yeah, there's 2 captures, Sonic. One I see right now, there's possible of 29. I think after you go after a certain amount, they pull the plug on the operation and they kick you out.
Hey, Jeepers is asking an important question. He asks, "Where's the pillow fight?"
I'm not sure that's not in here. It might be in here. It's been, ooh, good lord, probably, shit, probably like 17 years since I played this game.
We got Rambo in the hallway.
Yeah, I forgot about him.
Hey, Sly Stallone. Yo, Adrian. Adrian, where are you?
Get to the chopper! Oh no, sorry, wrong guy.
What are you talking about? I am not in that movie.
Yeah, it's me.
This would be the perfect game to play when you're drunk. They should re-release this game.
I wish they would. I wish they would re-release this. I hope Microsoft, my prediction right now, Microsoft is bringing out Night Trap. Edition.
Well, that's why I brought it up earlier, because I think it's on the Switch.
God, I would love it.
I gotta take a look now.
That'd be a day one buy, I'm not even gonna lie. I might be able to beat it then.
Hey, just wait till E3.
Night Trap.
Yeah, it's on the Nintendo Switch. Yeah, totally.
Really? Night Trap. This version.
It's on there. It came out a couple of months. Yeah, last summer from the looks of it.
Is it the second version or just some
you just sold Jago on a Switch.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Money talk.
Maybe.
I don't know too many details, but
I know the Black Rider. Hey, Jago, Team Danny, bitch. I was Team Danny too. But I was more Team Jon Snow. So.
yeah, Night Trap 25th anniversary.
I can take on weekend.
Booth Babes assemble.
Come on, everyone. I'll show you to your room.
Don't get me wrong. I love Danny, especially when she was naked. Who said that? I didn't say that, did I?
Damn.
Oh,
I didn't
okay,
hear
so
anything.
it's on the PlayStation 4 as well, from what I understand.
Ah, shit.
Just not Xbox.
Really?
Yeah,
Is it in the
from an article?
PlayStation Store?
According to this, it's available for PlayStation 4. I gotta take a look.
Is it in the store? The PlayStation Store?
Let me do some further digging.
Is the article you're reading was it written in April 1st?
Yeah.
Just curious.
Yeah, April 1st. Yeah, no.
Oh, okay. I was hoping to say.
No. I've seen it on the Switch for sure.
I was going to ask, was you sure the article wasn't written back in 1990 when they were thinking about it for Super Nintendo 64. Holy shit! Because they banned it. I don't know how they would be able to. I don't know the inner workings, but
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
available on the PlayStation Store from the looks of it.
Night Trap?
Night Trap, yeah.
that's
PS4.
insane.
I'm getting it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just find it crazy that's not on Xbox.
I just find it crazy because it was banned. I don't understand
No, he's talking about Night Trap.
Oh, okay. Well, no, Night Trap was banned too. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
yeah, but Night Trap, that's a whole legacy behind it. It was like taboo for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm. That's why I don't understand why it's for. I mean, you can actually buy it on the PlayStation and then on the Switch.
I think. Or is it a limited run game? Oh, okay. So the physical editions, I think, were a limited run. What about on the store?
I never heard anything about it though, Invader. That's crazy. You think I would have read something or somebody would have talked about it? Since it was a banned game.
Just let me do another search. Yeah, you can buy it. Yeah, I got it right here. PlayStation Store. $15.
Nice. That ain't bad.
No, $20 here in Canada. That's still.
I don't know how they get around that, man. You know, something must have changed.
Yeah, but I just find it so weird that they wouldn't have an Xbox version.
Yeah, that is strange.
Considering the PS4 and Xbox, you know, it'd be easy to port, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's watch.
I would totally get this just for like, you know, one night, for, you know, just for like cheesy like game night or something.
Yeah, most definitely. Another awesome game, Dragon Slayer.
I got past the first two scenes.
Mm-hmm.
I used to know all these, but I don't remember.
This is totally memory. This is all a memory. And by the time you remember how to get, you know, so far, you run out of lives, as far as I remember, right?
Mm-hmm. And I have a bad memory, so I'm gonna die fast.
I'm so mad you're playing this because this was the game I was telling you about. They released this, Space Ace, and something else on the Xbox.
Space Ace is on the 3DO as well. As far as I remember.
So it's this, Space Ace, and what's the third game?
There was another game. I don't
remember. Anyway, they're all Laserdisc games, and I was going to buy it, but I'm waiting to get paid so that I can, you know, like my wife. I know you guys have probably heard this before, but my wife doesn't like me buying a lot of games, especially with like house money.
Yeah, of course.
So of course I have to wait. I have to do graphics and stuff so I can buy games. And this game is on $25. But I'm waiting to get paid from a little job that I'm doing so that I could buy it.
How much, Jay?
25.
Okay.
That's Canadian.
Wow.
So it's probably more like 20 or 15 American.
Yeah, gotta love that exchange.
Oh god, yeah.
So don't even get Jay started on TV prices.
Oh my god. Well, I was just at Costco yesterday, and they had a 4K 50-inch for $900.
What?
Yeah, that was the cheapest I've seen it in a while.
That is insane. I told you my 50-inch in my game room here is TCL smart TV, 4K smart TV was like $347. I want to say.
Makes me sick. Like, man.
Yeah, currency exchange, and then the taxes on top of
But
that.
it's not just that, Invader. It's like, why the hell do the Americans get so much for so cheap?
I don't get it either, guys. I know the currency exchange makes, you know, it has something to do with it, but that's insane, dude. What were you looking at? A Samsung, Jay? Or no?
No, it wasn't a Samsung.
Like TCL here and Hisense, because I got a Hisense in the living room. I'm not spending at $2,000 on TV. I never will, never have. But when you get some really good 4K, especially now that the more time progresses, some really good 4K models, like from TCL, Hisense, and these cheaper ones, and they're not bad prices at all. $347. I told you I could have got a 48-inch or something for like $300. I went with the 50.
Like seriously, if that was the case, I'd have a ton of TVs in this house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Jay, isn't it frustrating when you see, like, for example, Twitter conversations come up and then people are complaining about prices? Most of the people complaining are from, let's say the US. And then as a Canadian looking on, it's like, yeah, just looking at, okay, I gotta add 200-300 to that. It was like when the consoles got announced for this generation, right? People are like, oh, Xbox, what was it, 500 or whatever? And then it's like
$700 after tax.
Yeah, and then we have
crazy.
to add on another 100 on top of that. So I'm
like my X literally cost me $700 after tax.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah, absolutely ridiculous. We definitely pay for it. That's for sure.
That's why we all have to move to Vermont where there's no tax.
All right, there, Bernie.
I cannot get past this part. I think I have to jump back on the table. Is what I got.
It's it's just they don't hold your hand in this. You got to figure out what you got to do. It's tough.
I'll say this: I love the animation. The old school animation here.
Mm-hmm. Me too. I mean, it even looks like old school animation, and it is for the time.
It reminds me of like the old cartoon Robin Hood movie.
This actually what it was turned into a cartoon, wasn't it?
It's almost Disney-like too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like the model for the princess, she almost looks like she's from Disney.
Yeah, it's very true.
Wasn't this? Who was this? Don Bluth, I think. Wasn't that his name? Gotta have to look it up. I think that's the guy's name.
I can't tell if I'm not pressing right quick enough or I'm supposed to press something else.
Mike just said it. He was lucky enough to interview Don Bluth. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that's great.
Who was lucky enough?
Mike from OG.
Oh, yes. I seem to remember seeing that intro. Or I saw, and I didn't know who the person was at first. And I think I probably watched a little bit. I don't think I watched the entire thing. That's so cool.
That must have been a fun interview to do.
Oh,
I have to watch that.
Me too. I didn't know that.
Does anyone know how to get past this part?
It's been so long, dude. You either go, well, in today's standards, this wouldn't be considered a game. Kind of like Detroit Become Human, because you got to go left, right, up, down, hit A, B, or C. So a lot of people would talk shit about this. Go, this is not a game.
This was quick time events before quick time events popped up on the screen.
Yep.
Same thing as like I said, Detroit Become Human. You either got to do a quick time event or just talk or whatever. So this would be talked shit about if it was like current now.
Right.
But at the arcade, it was the highlight of the arcade.
Oh yeah, because it was like you're watching a cartoon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, how can you not appreciate this? Everything just looks so intricately done, the colors popping out of you. This looks really appealing to me.
Yeah, big time.
But then again, I'm nostalgic like that. So.
It was a quarter stealer because you wanted to keep seeing the cartoon or the story play out.
Yeah, but just even the designs themselves they're very eye-catching,
Me too, man.
Yeah.
He said he put a mini quarter in this machine. I did too. I was
Do you have Cliffhanger on this?
Cliffhanger.
That was another Laserdisc game. That was probably my favorite.
Oh, I don't have that game, but I've never even heard of it. I thought it was just an arcade game thing. Maybe I'm thinking of Cliff Climber or something.
No, Cliffhanger. It was there was a bank robbery at the beginning, and you're in a car and.
Oh no, I don't have that. I'll see if it's on here.
And there's ninjas in it too.
I love ninjas.
Space Ace, nice. I was going to tell you to download this, but I was like, man, I don't know. Maybe I was like, I don't know if he'd be interested in it. Good thing you downloaded it, though. Nice. It's the same thing as Dragon Slayer.
Dragon Slayer, I used to know. I'd beaten Dragon Slayer without like the new versions that they're putting on consoles. They kind of tell you what button to press and crap.
Yeah.
And it's easier, but on Space Ace, I could never. I think I tried once. I could never get anywhere. So I'm gonna totally suck on this one.
Yeah, that's what Mike said. There was a Saturday morning cartoon. That's what I thought. It was a cartoon back in the early '80s, as far as I remember.
I think you're right. Was that back when they had all those video game cartoons?
Yeah. Yeah, it was early '80s, as far as I remember. I was young, but I remember seeing. That's the first time I think I saw. Before there was a game of Dragon Slayer.
Oops.
Did anyone watch the Battletoads one?
Battletoads cartoon?
Yeah.
I remember. I think I saw it, but I don't know if I ever actually watched it.
I don't know how many episodes there were. Just I think you can still find like it online, but I'm still amazed that they even did that.
And there was even an Earthworm Jim cartoon.
Yes, I love that one. Earthworm Jim,
Yeah.
very groovy guy. Earthworm.
Zelda cartoon. Yes, there was Zelda and Pac-Man. Sonic cartoon too back in the day.
Yeah. Isn't there a new Earthworm Jim game coming out?
That's what I read on Twitter not so long ago.
On like one of those retro consoles?
No, it's coming out for the it's a retro console, but it's coming out for the new Intellivision.
Mm-hmm.
Is it? I didn't read all that. Maybe I stopped reading. A new Intellivision? What?
Yeah.
Is that what?
Tommy Tallarico is the president.
Is that what they renamed the Mad Box?
But yeah, Tommy Tallarico, who got his fame from video game reviews from the 90s on. He used to be with Victor Lucas. They had a show. They had a couple shows on. They were on Tech TV and they were on City TV and
Electric Playground.
Electric Playground, yeah. And he also was a composer for video game music. So he did a lot of music. He did the music for Earthworm Jim, I believe, back in the day. His company did. And he's been touring around the world doing this thing called Video Games Live, where it's like a concert and it's all video game music.
Nice. I didn't know that.
But apparently he is now the president of Intellivision.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Tommy, he's definitely, he's got a legacy to his name. He's done some pretty cool stuff with game music.
Yeah.
And yeah, when you see this retro console, the new Intellivision, I forget the specific name of it, but from what I remember, it has some pretty cool games on. Then you hear like a new Earthworm Jim, like, that's pretty cool.
And their focus is fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like their focus isn't making sure everything is 3D, everything is AAA, everything is like, that's not their focus. Their focus is fun. So if it's a game that a whole family can play, they're interested in that kind of development.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I'm gonna take a search for it right now because now I'm more curious.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it either. But all I've got in my head is Stadia, so I know that's not it. It reminds me of something like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Let's all stream the new Earthworm Jim.
Damn right.
You guys ever play this game?
What is it? I missed the title. I was looking at chat.
I forgot, actually.
I probably haven't because I don't recognize it. And if I did, I forgot. Might have played it one time.
What games are coming?
Familiar. The dude with the two claws looks familiar.
Tron,
Brain
Deadly
Dead. That's Jeepers Creepers.
Major League Baseball, Pitfall,
Brain Dead. Okay, yeah.
Astro Smash, Night Stalker.
I used to play the crap out of Astro Smash.
Shark. What is this? Shark. I'll admit some of these I haven't heard of before.
Dirty J. He's 70 a live action movie Earthworm Jim. Just long as they make it look like a worm, not some kind of crazy Sonic thing like Sonic.
Just watch it run Jeremy film dirty.
Or an anaconda.
Holy shit.
Oh yeah. Getting dirty with the worm.
My
That's right.
anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, huh?
The one-eyed snake.
Yeah, pretty much. Insert your CD super.
Happy birthday, Mr. Sonic.
Yeah, you can put it on its lap, but super, you gotta make sure you have fire protection.
Oh my goodness. You gotta be kidding me right now.
I wonder if they'll have Nicki Minaj introduce the anaconda.
Oh yeah.
But just to go along with the theme.
Nice. What is this? Is this the Star Wars game I told you to download? Nice.
You see, the thing is, the anaconda's getting all the attention, all the themes going on here. What about the Lockhart, guys? Come on. We need some themes for the Lockhart.
Oh no.
I know, not as easy.
This is TACCOM Control. Clearance granted.
What's up,
That you, kid?
Seven Spread?
Need a meme for the Lockhart called Left Behind.
It's my Melissa Joan heart. What is this, Star Wars?
Yeah, for the 3D, for the 3DO.
I don't know. I don't
We're gonna
recognize
get all
Star
kinds
Wars
of
game
copyright
without
claims.
microtransactions.
Yeah, no microtrans. These were the good old days with no microtransactions, DLC, loot boxes.
It was what, Star Wars Rebel Assault, I think is what it was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No DLC and no microtransactions in this.
No slot machines.
Pay to win for the win.
Maybe next time, Rookie One. See you on the far side.
Whoa. Yeah, this is like cutting edge back in the day.
It was super. This was like blow your face off, melt your face off, like you like to say. Face off. It was back in the day.
Yeah, going back, I would have been blown away by those textures, and the
Oh,
movement.
of course.
Well, I remember playing Super Mario 64 for the first time,
Oh,
and
yeah.
walking up next to the wall and going, "Oh my God, look how clear that is!" Now you go look at it, and it's like it's all like weird textures.
I still play Mario 64. I love that.
Well,
game.
you look at this now. Look how pixelated it is. But back then, you were just fucking blown away because you had never seen anything like this in a video game.
Shit, I was blown away by Star Fox on the Super Nintendo.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, Dirty. Me too.
I was gonna say the exact same thing, Dirty.
I love Star Fox. I was like, whoa!
Okay, well, here's an oldie. I think I might have told you guys this. I actually did a project when I was in college on video game graphics, and I used the game Flashback from the Sega Genesis as an example. And you know how good that was? That was like almost like realistic movement on a character, and it had those fully rendered 3D cutscenes that were really low pixel count, but they were all rendered in 3D.
Yeah.
So like even back then, I was blown away. That was still 16-bit.
New game.
You done with it already?
I didn't know it. I had to start all the way back there.
Come on, Super. No drinking and driving.
I'm actually trying to show as many as I can, so I might blow through a lot of these.
No, that's cool.
We got.
Would know that Killer Instinct was mind blowing for the Super Nintendo.
Oh, it was mind blowing for the Super Nintendo at the time. But if you were a Killer Instinct or like I was in the arcade, you were like, I can't play this. I mean, I played it. Don't get me wrong, but I'm like, it's so hard to play this.
Soundgarden. Sorry.
You've seen. Oh yeah, I love this. Love Road Rash.
Take
Great
my
music.
rusty cage and run.
I never played this on anything beyond the Sega Genesis.
I played it on Sega Genesis. I played it on the 3DO.
Oh, this version trumps the Genesis version.
Oh yeah. And another game with great music.
Oh yeah, Soundgarden.
Yeah, I love Soundgarden.
Yeah, well, it's amazing what soundtracks can do for games like metal tracks too.
Oh yeah, especially metal tracks.
Well, the full motion video was cool as shit, but when you take the music out, like I'm watching right now, muted, and it's nothing like it was without the sound.
Did you guys ever play on the OG Xbox like Mech Assault 2 Lone Wolf? Because like he had, I remember a few songs there that I was just like, yeah, this really suits and gets my blood pumping. I know like Getting Away from Murder, Papa Roach, Korn right now, like just.
I love Korn.
Yeah.
Me too.
Right.
And now you're talking about
you know, just like perfect stuff for boss battles.
Yeah, right. So this is the best version of Road Rash. Yeah, it was. And I played it before, like Jay said, on the Sega Genesis. I think I even played it on the Sega CD because I'm pretty sure it was there too. But this was the best version.
Well, I remember showing it to my kids when I had the emulator set up in the living room, and I had my kids playing it for hours.
Dude, back in the day, I was more of a racing fan than I am now because I used to buy more racing games than I do now. But I was so addicted to this fucking game. I played it so much, dude. It was so fun.
Where you guys want to go? You want to go to the city, Sierra Nevada, the peninsula, Napa, or Pacific Highway?
It's just been a long time since
like the restroom.
I think the restroom. No comment.
Yeah.
Yeah, city's fine.
Yeah, the city's fine.
Korn is fluid to the toilet off.
So Keepers Creepers. He said they don't put mainstream music in games these days because it's absolutely terrible.
And they don't want to pay the money for the licensing.
Yeah, the royalties are through the roof.
It's ridiculous compared to what it like. I know it's ridiculous back then, but I'm sure it's way out of hand now. What the royalties did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they gotta be careful too, because the licensing will only last so long, and then they gotta take them out.
Yeah, that sucks, dude. But that's what's cool. That's what's cool about the physical versions of these old school games. If you have the physical version, you still got the copy. But like games now that are digital, once the music license runs out, you still have the game. But if let's say that Way of the Warrior was like made 5 years ago, and the licensing ran out for White Zombie, you can play Way of the Warrior, but you wouldn't have no soundtrack. That sucks.
Well, take for example, I think it's the first Forza Horizon game. I think they had to take out some of the soundtrack there.
Yeah, I heard that.
Which is a shame because, I mean, I love them all, but you know that was the first one, and I really loved it, and it had a really good soundtrack, actually.
I lost my bike.
Find your bike.
Look, oh, he ran me over.
Find Pee-wee's bike. Come on.
Hold on, I'm gonna turn this down a little.
Oh, I can hear my old lady. She's in there watching. Guess what, Jay?
Demolition Man.
Game of Thrones. I can hear it. Let's see, Game of Thrones. Probably the last episode again.
Oh yeah. Well, is she gonna sign a petition?
Fuck no, she doesn't care. She thinks it's ridiculous too. She's like, if they got that much time to sign a petition, there's better things to bitch about.
All right, so I'm gonna enter in here just to let everybody in the chat know. I haven't watched Game of Thrones, so I can't say. I know I'm one of those people. I just I don't watch a lot of TV, and I guess I could watch it on my own time. But anyway, whenever I see these like petitions come up, and the amount of angst and rage people get, I'm like, guys, it's a bloody TV show. Settle down. How can you be that invested at a pet?
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, there's stuff that I don't like in certain games, but like to sign a petition really to get like the entire season changed, that is
I think it's ridiculous. And I don't know who it was. Somebody on Twitter today was like, it was so shady. He was like, no, all these people don't really think it's going to happen. No, 90% of these people that are signing these petitions are thinking, or hoping at least, that they're going to remake the season, and it's not going to happen.
Well, the thing is, and unfortunately, it's people more so in my generation, is this sense of entitlement that if you don't like something, you know, you gotta force people to change it for you to, you know, get to your expectations of what you want. And just guys, suck it up. Honestly, like if you had like 6 or 7 good seasons that you really liked, you know, just take it for what it is.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you, Invader. You won. I mean, I'm sorry that the last season or 2 sucked for you, but you had the first 5 or 6 that you enjoyed. And Game of Thrones is still going to go down as one of the best TV shows, in my opinion. Because I've watched it, and it is. It's really good. And my old lady had to drag me kicking and screaming into it.
I remember you saying that.
Yeah. Did not. I give a shit about TV shows about kings and queens and monarchies and shit like that. I think they're just boring as hell. But I gave it a try, and it's phenomenal. It's
well, Jeepers Creepers, you know.
Thanks
like,
for following East Texas. Good.
Oh, go ahead. Oh, nice. Very nice. East Texas Alex. Very nice for following this good guy here. But yeah, no, Jeepers, I totally agree with you, man. Like, I don't hate you. I'm with you.
See, that's some people with like some TV shows. And I've done that with TV shows too. This Game of Thrones drug me in, but I'm not like, you know, DC fans have started a petition to keep Robert Pattinson from playing Batman. I'm like, really? People, even Ed Boon chimed in on that. He goes, I saw it like early, not too long before we started the podcast. It's like, seriously? What?
Yeah.
People have way too much time.
Well, yeah.
I take things as they are. They made the show. A lot of times you can make things happen by voicing your opinion, but now it's not about voicing your opinions a lot nowadays. It's about jumping on the fucking bandwagon, and that's different. And the internet makes it way more accessible to cry and bitch, and that's why they're in petitions now because of the internet.
Well, it's one thing to like complain or like voice your opinion, but people are just so bloody caught up. Like they're just very rude in general about it. It's like, like I just don't want to hear the incessant whining all the time.
Me neither. And then a lot of people tell you what tell you too. They will just stay off the internet. And I got that, but
yeah, but when
block those people.
Well, the thing is, okay, let's say it's a small group of people, but they're just constantly whining, and like, you know, even if it's a small group, it's like they make it really noticeable.
Yeah, exactly. They go out of the way to make sure they're heard or.
It's a form of entertainment. If it ruins your night, okay, I guess I get it. But if it ruins your week, if it ruins your month, man,
you got it.
Yeah, they got issues.
Well, hey, I understand disappointment. Don't get me wrong. Like, there's been games that I've been disappointed in. They get to certain scenes, I'm like, no way, they killed off that character. Or, you know, I feel you there. Or, you know, some games just don't do for you in the end. Movies, you know, like it can go into any medium, but like just the stuff I've seen over the past like couple of days with regards to Game of Thrones, it's really off-putting, and I often wonder about people's mental states here.
Yeah.
Just
it's not just because of the Game of Thrones thing. Let me put that out there. I've been kind of outspoken with the Game of Thrones thing, but it's just because I'm tired of seeing the same trend. Not just when it comes to TV shows, it's movies, it's video games. Like there's a big thing with young people in my area because I live in the South where they hate all the Confederate statues because there's a bandwagon they're jumping on, and yes, they might have done this and that, and I'll look at it and go, Yeah, I mean, they might have done some bad things, but everybody does, and I know it's a really touchy subject for people, But you were born in what 2000, and these statues haven't done nothing for you. And if you forget your past, you're bound to what? Repeat it. And it's just everything. It's everything. People got to bitch and cry about everything and make a big deal about a lot of things that shouldn't be made a big deal about. That's my thing.
You know what I make a big deal out of every week?
What's that?
Ready?
Ready.
Beer. Big deal out of beer.
I've never been the type of person to whine and cry, or jump on. I guess because I didn't have the internet growing up, so I take things at face value. I'm saying like it is what it is last season, or this or that. But there's such an entitlement going on in the younger generation.
Oh my God, it's totally the millennials. They are so freaking entitled. Everything has got to be a certain way. Like they don't know what hard is anymore. That's the problem.
I think I don't remember who it was. It's like, remember when we started giving out participation trophies? This is what it results in. I'm like, thank God. Yes.
Well, yeah, and it's just this sense of entitlement that everything has to be handed to you, like it's ridiculous. You can't even have like games that are challenging anymore now. Like remember with Sekiro there were people who were like, oh, it has to be toned down, you have to have an easier mode.
Yep.
And it's like, well, okay, I haven't personally played it, but it's like, there's certain styles of games that you just have to learn. I was just playing The Surge, like a sci-fi almost.
In Game Pass, right?
Yeah, it's almost like a sci-fi Dark Souls in a lot of ways. And I'll admit, like, it's a little tough for me, but you have to learn. You have to adjust your playstyle to it. You have to spend some time with some games. And some people just want, like, an easy time, an easy Super Mario kind of game,
Yep.
Oh, come on, Super Mario. None of the Super Marios were easy.
Okay, but you're right, but there are some games that are catered more casually, and then there are some games that are just like, hey, you gotta put in a little bit of time here.
Yeah.
But definitely a lot of entitlement.
A lot of people, it's just a lot of entitlement, a lot of I want instant gratification. I don't want to work for nothing. Give it to me now. Change it because I bitched about it.
But it depends. Yeah.
Like if you watch the React channel, and I've brought this up before, but if you watch the React channel,
go ahead, speak. I'm thinking the same thing. Go ahead, speak.
Dirty's probably seen what I'm talking about. But there's multiple ones, Dirty, so we may not be thinking the same thing. But they had these kids playing Mike Tyson's Punch Out. And a lot of these kids couldn't get past Glass Jaw Joe, and I was just fucking flabbergasted. Are you kidding me right now? And these were like between 15, say 14 and 17-year-olds kids. They could not be Glass Jaw Joe, the easiest person in the game. God, I'm very proud.
So are we determining that Call of Duty is an easy game? Because that's all they play.
I don't know. That just tells me, and you tell me, Dirty, if that's the video you were
actually
thinking.
No. I had another thing in mind. Let me tell you real quick.
Okay.
For the teens React, and I can't believe this is actually a challenge, and I can't believe most of them failed.
Thanks, it's Texas for
It's
following.
the try not to sing along challenge.
Oh, I've seen that one too.
I mean, how hard is it not to sing along?
I don't know.
I don't know. I lost a couple brain cells watching that video.
Oh, yeah.
The only challenge I would fail at is do not headbang to this song. And if they played like I'm trying to think some Megadeth or Slayer, like I think I'd have a very hard time not nodding my head.
Jeepers said they would cry when they got to Tyson. They would never get to Tyson. They couldn't get past John Joe. God, it was terrible. I was like, really?
Just cover your ears and you'll be okay.
Oh my God.
Is this the ball game you're talking about?
Ball game?
Is this Vector or whatever?
Nice.
Vector Man.
That's not Vector Man.
It's not Vector Man, no.
This is the balls game. Balls.
That's like his great-great-great-grandfather. Mr. Balls.
Which ball? Which ball should we get?
Is that a clown? He said, "Hey, what's up, guys? Watching some 3DO." That clowns? Who is that?
It's Mike.
Okay.
Poor guys reporter.
Is it Mike or is it Clowns?
I don't know.
That's a good question.
Probably Clowns.
I was gonna say I didn't mind.
Planning around with that count.
What the fuck is this?
I don't know what you're. What's
Is it the fighting game?
Yeah, it's balls versus balls. Hold on.
Oh, I hate that game.
We need a booth, babe.
It should never be balls versus balls. Come on.
Just don't take one to the chin, okay?
Just don't cross your swords, all right?
Don't cross the streams.
Yeah, put the girl in between them. That's even better. Yeah, that's better.
My balls are stuck. I can't move.
Rub your balls on her.
Don't get it stuck in any crack.
And he says, "What the fuck is this?" That's hilarious. I don't know. Help me. I've never seen this game, Super. I don't know. I couldn't tell you what the name of it is.
It's probably lazy people that try to do a virtual fighter. They're like, fuck it, let's just release it like this.
This is one game that needed that day one patch.
Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. It's in preview right now. It's early access.
Oh my god, this is terrible.
Yeah.
I have to get out of beer so I can wipe my memory from that one.
Oh, I thought he was grinding with her for a second.
Yeah.
Sony balls forever.
Oh wow.
So okay, so what kind of characters do we got here? We got a guy with longer balls,
Long balls.
long ball silver.
Yeah, I got out of the balls. I couldn't take any more balls.
You could take no more balls to the face.
Yeah, exactly. This was a good game that I enjoyed. You'll see what it is in a second.
No more balls to the face. No more balls.
Oh, Gex.
This game was dope.
Wasn't that a launch title?
I think everything pretty much on 3DO was a launch title. Then.
Gex was Crystal Dynamics.
It all started so simply.
Crystal
I just
Dynamics.
finished my usual morning routine of nude funker size.
What was the fall of 3DO? Like, how did that totally end? I mean, I know a lot had to do with the cost of the console.
Serious tube. Little did I know.
Anyone?
My snack was sent
I don't know.
by Rez.
I don't know either.
I need to look that up.
I'm just looking through the games right now.
Jago will be the perfect one to answer this question. Did you mute yourself, Jago?
I had to go piss out some of that beer.
Probably.
Let's see.
Ready?
Ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jago, we had a question here for you. Why'd the 3DO die out?
Well, Dirty asked that earlier. I think it was just because the price point. It was like $700 here in the States, so I could imagine what it would have been in Canada or anywhere else, dude. $700 here when it first released. I mean, it was popular.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who did get it, but I think they got it like I did after, because I got mine used. I didn't buy it brand new. I couldn't afford $700.
Yeah. And think about inflation. I mean, $700 is a lot now. Imagine back in the mid.
Back then, that would have been like probably $1,200 for a lot of people, or something crazy. And it didn't die out because it wasn't a good console. Whoever asked that question, it was a great console, and this was pretty sure this was released it was released before. Yeah, it was released before the first PlayStation. So and Saturn, as far as I remember. So this was like the creme de la creme of like graphics and everything else back then. If you wanted the next level gaming experience, you got a 3DO. And it wasn't because, like I said, it was a shitty console. It was just the price. The price was ridiculous. It was like the Neo Geo home console. I had that too, but I didn't get it day one. But the cartridges, brand new cartridges for the Neo Geo home console, brand new, were $100 or more. Metal Slug was like $100 or maybe more back in the day. Like baseball, art of fighting, ridiculous.
Wow, that's terrible.
And if you never had the Neo Geo home console, it was awesome. It didn't come with control. It didn't come with controllers. It came with 2 fight sticks. That's what it came with. And the version you got on the Neo Geo home console was the arcade version. It was the exact version it was in the arcade. That's why the games cost so much. That's why that didn't hang around long. Just too much. They priced most people out of the console. That's why I didn't pick up the Neo Geo console brand new either. I picked it up later. I saw it in like Sears magazines or like the Wish Book or the EGMs back in the day, and I never forgot them because I was a video game fan. And then when I go to like flea markets or somewhere and I saw these consoles for sale, I picked them up. And I still paid, like I said, I think it was like $450 what I paid at a flea market for my Panasonic 3DO. It's insane. When my buddy got his for Christmas, his mom paid $700. Well, that was without tax, whatever it was with tax, almost probably $800 for his 3DO, and he got like 6 games for. Needless to say, his parents had a little money. So I mean, his parents probably spent over $1,000 on him for Christmas just for that.
Wow.
Here, I can imagine what it would have been in Canada or anywhere else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those prices are kind of scary.
$100 for a game back then, that's insane.
Like, don't get me wrong, I don't want to sound cheap by any means, but like, yeah, that, the hobby is pretty pricey.
Dude, I don't want to pay $60 for a game now. I couldn't imagine paying $100 for a Neo Geo game, even though it was the arcade port. It was the arcade version.
Okay, I'm gonna blow your mind if you didn't already hear this. I paid $100 for Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition on the Sega Genesis, brand new.
Yeah, I think you told me that. That's insane. That is. I don't. Why?
Because I wanted it.
I'm saying, why did it cost so much? Is that what the games cost that much? I mean, did games cost?
Games cost different prices depending on the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is true. Because a game like Street Fighter would cost Street Fighter 2 or Championship Edition, it would cost $60. But a game like Donkey Kong Country would be $70 or $80. So some games were more expensive than others for at least for the Super Nintendo era.
Yeah, same as Genesis.
Well, I mean, I get most games. Well, back in the day, they were like $40, and then they went to 50, and then they went to 60. They've been at 60 for a long time. But I understand the games costed more if they had the chips in it, like Star Fox had whatever that chip was called.
Yeah, that was for the N64.
Yeah, I understand that, but Street Fighter Championship Edition didn't have no extra chip in it.
And here's the worst thing about it. It sounded worse than the Super Nintendo version.
I know. I played both. I had both.
Yeah.
Jago, how much does a brand new game like an Xbox One game or PS4 game cost there?
$60, or like 65 with tax.
Yeah, because with tax up here, like J-Dubs can tell you, we're very close to about 90.
That's insane for one game.
Like $79.99 is standard. Sometimes $69.99.
Yep.
Man.
Yeah.
And the thing about Canada is that every province has different taxes. I know that states are the same, but I know that out west, I think like Alberta and stuff like that, it's even cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
Can imagine that. How much did you say you paid for your X, Jay?
It was $700 after tax.
Yeah.
Woo!
Ditto.
Jesus Christ. I can imagine if it was 700 here, what it would have been there.
Yeah. And
Remember
thank goodness I won my second one.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I said, didn't you win one from Mel too?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I was like, I couldn't imagine because remember people were going. The X was going to be $800 here. It'd have been $1,100 across the border for you guys.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Well, you see, that's what I'm wondering with the new consoles coming. And for example, Xbox supposedly wants to do 2 consoles, one, less expensive, and the Anaconda, which is supposed to be more expensive. I'm very curious to see the price point there.
I would definitely be selling my S if I was to spend a bunch of money on a new Anaconda.
Yeah.
I can tell you guys right now, for the PS5, this is going to be another console I don't have. I've still got my PS3 and my Xbox 360. I got my Gears S, but I'm gonna get a PS5, but I'm trading in my vanilla PS4 on it. I'm not keeping it. It's not one of those consoles I feel like I need to keep, and I'm gonna save some money. And then if they have a next gen, let's say VR for the PlayStation, I'm trading in my OG PSVR on it too. And then for the Anaconda, which that's what I want to get, it's probably going to be my Anaconda or my Gears S. I'm going to trade in on that too. It costs too much, and I can imagine for you guys, but money don't grow on trees. Me too.
That'd be nice.
Oh, you guys don't have $100 bill trees in your backyard?
No, do you? I'm moving to Canada then.
No, we just have weed in our backyard.
You have my attention.
Oh, hey, we got a Warhammer game here. Which one is this? What, the Space Hulk?
Space Hulk.
All I see is weed.
Me too. With Snoop Dogg. Get off the screen, Snoop Dogg. Can't see past you.
Snoop Dogg, get out of here.
Yeah, I'm a Warhammer guy, so that's why, I shout the Warhammer 40K. Did any of you ever play, like, any of these tabletop games?
Not these ones, but I played a lot of D&D in the day. I played Marvel Superheroes. I even played Pathfinder recently.
Oh, yeah.
And, the new... Do you play D&D as well?
I only played like a couple of games, not to really, I didn't really follow it.
Anyway, I was huge into it when I was in like junior high and high school, and apparently the new 5th edition that's coming out apparently is like the best edition ever. I'm looking forward to playing it. Like I only have a couple friends that still play, and I'm thinking I'll probably try to get in on a game.
We need to have an episode where we're playing Dungeons and Dragons on Retro Renegades.
You guys say tabletop games, I immediately think of Monopoly.
Well, you're not. Well, yeah. I mean,
back in the day.
Hey, I love a good old Monopoly game. That's for sure. But
Risk.
Oh yeah.
I love
Yeah, we
Risk.
played a lot of Risk back in the day.
Or the Ouija board. I played with that when I was younger too. No, I'm just kidding. I did though.
My mom was all crazy about the Ouija board. Never wanted one in the house. I snuck one in, but yeah. I never, even to this day, I don't believe in Ouija boards as in spirits and stuff, but I do believe that there's something
to it.
Some kind of kinetic energy that's moving them.
Well, when you actually play with a Ouija board and you got the people's hands on the little slider thing, and everybody swears up and down it's not them moving it. So if it's true, what is going on there? And if you watch these, like I love Ghost Adventures. Still, I've been watching them guys since day one on the Travel Channel, and I've been to other ghost shows that I've watched, and they swear up and down that there is some kind of like Ouija boards can be evil and not to mess with them in the wrong way. So I don't know. It's supposed to be a board game by Milton Bradley, right? But there's something to them. I don't know.
All right, where's my holy water at?
Experiences by playing with them, though.
Oh my God, it's a.
Where you could ask
Hog.
that. You can ask those questions on that little whatever they called it, the little slider thing, and it would sometimes answer your question. So I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with that. But card games are like Dungeons. I never really got into those. I never really knew anybody who did. Honestly, well, I take yeah, no. I take that back. My oldest stepdaughter, she got into playing a bunch of card games. I couldn't tell you what they were now, but she actually got into playing some.
I mean, it's fun watching. Like, I watch some people play, and they do commentary while they play, like on YouTube and stuff. But it's not something that I could have actively gone into. When I was younger with a few friends, I remember we collected a few decks, but like we never really got into it.
I never really, like I said, I didn't really, and the people you hang around when you're younger really, they'll help dictate things you get into. So none of my friends really back in the day played, like Dungeons and Dragons and stuff like that. So that's why I didn't either.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I had a small group of friends that, like, we geeked out with each other on everything. But, we dabble in these kind of things. Warhammer 40k we stuck around with for quite a bit. I mean, the thing is, you lose interest or, things like, for example, with Warhammer, you gotta paint the models, put them together. There's a lot of time and dedication into them. You like to personalize. So that's where a lot of people kind of, they don't really want to dedicate the time to that. And people only have so much time, right? That's why console gaming, video games is so popular nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Look, it's the Stinking Corpse game.
What game is this? Is this
Corpse Killer?
Corpse Killer. Okay, I thought it was. Yeah.
That's a game about stinking corpse.
Yeah, man. Get your corpse on, my friend.
Yeah, man.
I had this. I knew it looked like Corpse Killer.
We gonna party some now, huh?
Corpse Killer.
I not so dumb, bro. Bet you bad, man. With that shooting iron,
Where is Corpse, anyways?
He's there's a hurricane in Kansas, and he's taking cover. We're actually in the same storm. We're in the same storm system because I live in Missouri, but he might not even have power right now.
Yeah, he was writing us earlier, saying there was a bunch of Xboxes flying past his window and stuff.
Yeah, I got mine tied down.
You see Don Matrick riding an Xbox One.
Like the evil witch.
I can just see it now.
Oh man, I've got to draw a cartoon now of that. A flying Xbox with a bunch of flying monkeys around them.
Do it.
That's funny.
I'll get you, my pretties, and your buttons compatibility too.
The corpses are coming.
Yeah, and then you got us, the Tin Man, right here.
Yeah.
What was I asking?
Yeah, Mike, I had this on the 3DO. I never played it on the Sega CD. Mike said he had it on the Sega CD.
I was going to ask, like, how do you find it on RDX now? Because you're kind of like, it's the new RDX, and you do host it. How have you been finding that whole situation with those guys? Coming back from being on hiatus for a long time. Is everyone kind of like back in the groove again?
You mean TXR?
Sure. What did I say?
RDX.
What?
You said RDX.
I'm sorry, there's too many acronyms out there.
I was like, when did Van become part of the
Sorry, TXR. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, newsflash. All right.
Winston, I'm trying to talk to the lieutenant here.
So no, everybody gets along all right. I mean, myself and Megatron are new to the show, like, so it took I don't know, like, I was very
Megatron, transform, Soundwave, rumble, eject. Sorry.
Oh, I had to have known that was coming up. That's great. But I don't know, they asked me, if I was interested in coming on, and I was very happy to. I was honored that they asked because that show has a history. Yeah, big time. And they're like, "Oh, hey, would you be interested in hosting? We think you've got like a good persona to you, just someone yeah." And
They're not wrong. They're not wrong because, like, honestly, when I listen to you, you sound like if I was to compare you to me, you sound like someone who's been broadcasting news for a year, or 2 years, or 5 years. I sound like a high school student trying to do the news over the high school radio station.
Well,
not that bad, brother.
That's funny you put it like that. Well, interestingly enough, Jay, you're not the first to say that. I've had actually, even recently, people said that. Oh, I could listen to you on the radio. Like if you were like a weather announcer, I could totally listen to you.
Cody, you've got a good presence.
My voice is good at making people fall asleep. Because I'm so monotone.
You're almost falling asleep yourself.
That is true.
My voice, you know what? Everybody, when people, Dave's guilty of this too. I've had multiple people ask me if I was black.
I'm sorry, but like, and I wasn't being judgy or anything. I was like, I was making an assumption.
Dave's like, I finally knew you were white when I saw you on Instagram. He's like, don't get offended. I'm like, uh-oh, what's he gonna ask me? He's like, are you white or are you black? I'm like, white.
No, I didn't say for what black. I said I thought you were black.
Yeah. I was like, you're not the first person to ask me that. I'm like, what the hell? Funny. I grew up around a bunch of black guys, so I guess that's what it was.
But if I may add to that, though, the group of guys on TX they're a really great bunch. Like they're really fun to talk with. There's a great chemistry there. Southbound is a really fun guy. Obviously everybody knows Tim Dog. I mean, he's on RDX now too, and he's a very informative guy. He knows some stuff, and just generally, a liked guy. Jeremy Downer would have been nice if I was still around, but he's a really fun guy. But
wasn't Doc supposed to be part of the show too?
Who?
Doc Cupcake.
Oh, Doc Cupcake.
Yeah.
Yes, he was supposed to be on there. Just because of like some scheduling stuff, he just hasn't been able to make it. But we would love to have them both back on at some point. That would be great. But as the way that the show's going now, we're trying to become more consistent, and it's great. We've had a lot of good shows. We have some really great guests. I'm always trying to get people on. Thankfully, because Game of Thrones has ended, it might be a little easier now.
Oh, yeah.
I can say that we are in talks to get some really good interviews coming up soon.
Nice.
So I don't know if anybody listened to the Gareth Coker interview that we had with the he does a soundtrack for In the Blind Forest. Expect like more of that stuff coming up. As long as things go according to plan. But again, to answer your question, Jay, it's a really comfortable group of guys. It feels like another chill cast. We're just talking about all the stuff going on, and no pressure, no drama, and just a very engaging, positive environment.
That's awesome. Awesome. I have a lot of respect for all those guys.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, as do I. That's why I was happy to be on there. It's hard to fill in the when you had an original cast like a Patrick Maka, or a Randall Thor, Inferno was on there, Ori Ward.
Yeah.
Those are hard shoes to fill, and but we're doing our best. I'm doing my best, and I just hope people like the content. And we're constantly improving, guys. We're only a few episodes in, really, and see where.
Don't let that shit sweat you, man, because things just get better with time, no matter what.
Absolutely, and yeah, it's a fun time, right? People get too, how do I put it, involved with like numbers and
Oh, really?
oh yeah, I know, right?
I know nothing about that.
No, of course not. What I'm trying to say is, it's more about a relaxed environment, like you guys have here. Just
that's
like natural.
When we decided to do this, me and Super, we decided that this was going to be just fun. We don't care about the numbers, we don't care about the views. Sure, would I like that there was 100 people watching? Sure. You know why? Because knowing that I'm entertaining 100 people,
would be amazing.
it just gives me like personal gratification more than anything. But that's why I think we've kind of branded ourselves as the non-podcast, because we're not traditional. We don't have a set agenda. We don't talk about we talk about topics.
It comes up from time to time.
We don't have a list of topics. We just talk about what we want to talk about, and the majority of the stuff that we talk about is nostalgia. It's about growing up and how we were as kids at the arcade, and the games we played when we were younger. That's what's important to all of us. And I think that's also what appeals to people that come and watch. And I can almost guarantee that, aside from a few people that are in the chat, I bet you're mostly older gamers.
And the arcade experience that we all grew up with, most of us, kids nowadays, they don't have that. That's why I wish I had the money to buy like every one of them, but that's why I really love the arcade one-ups, dude.
What's up, Phoenix Flame?
It's an affordable way to get an actual arcade machine in your house other than paying $3,000.
I cannot wait until they show up in Canada. They have them at Walmart, but they don't have the Mortal Kombat. I told my wife, I said, I'm getting that Mortal Kombat machine. I don't care what. But if I have to put on the credit card and pay it off over a couple months, I want it.
Dude,
okay, honey.
You didn't see that picture I posted on Twitter like a week or two ago, did you? My Walmart had 7 Final Fight machines and 1 Mortal Kombat machine, and I'm up here broke as a joke, and I wanted to go cry in a corner somewhere. I wanted it so bad. I wanted both of them.
Dude, if I could ship you one, like it would cost so much to ship, but they're like, you already saw they're like $80 here.
That was ridiculous.
That's a Street Fighter one, like most of them, except I did not see the Mortal Kombat one, but they're $80 here.
My Walmart, both of my local Walmarts, will not drop the prices on them, and they'll sit.
Good. Target,
the
dude.
The one Walmart, the other one. This was the one Walmart where I took the picture. The other Walmart by my house is the one that's got Pac-Man machines, which is a Walmart exclusive, still at $300, and they've been sitting there since Christmas. I'm like, why do you guys not drop the price and get rid of these? Come on.
Yeah, makes
$100 to be out the door. I don't get it. I know they want to make their money back, but you can't tell me they paid $300 for the damn things. I'm not stupid.
Not at all.
No.
Yeah.
But that's why I love the arcade one-ups, because kids growing up nowadays, and kids probably won't care.
They haven't got a clue what they're looking at.
No.
Guys, we are on the 2-hour mark, so we want to thank 30J and Invader for coming on the show. Thank you very much, guys.
Thanks a lot, guys. We really, really appreciate it.
Everyone,
It was a good time. It's always a good time here.
Thanks for the invite.
good panel. Jago, Graphic Guide. Who else we missed? Sticking Corpse is sleeping. Daz is working. And thanks everyone for watching. Go ahead and say bye, peeps.
Bye, Pete. You know where we all find us.
Yeah, bye guys. It's been great. Thanks to all the guys in the chat for coming out and whoever's listening afterwards. It was a fun time here, and I love this show. It's great.
I appreciate it, Invader. We all do, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
And with
Mike
that said,
Mike said he wants to get on here one night. Oh, most definitely.
yeah, come on in. DM one of us. Okay, Booth Babes. Booth Babe. Booth Babe.
Tonight.
What's the thing at the end of the fireworks? Oh, Booth Babe grand finale.
Yes, sir.
Just put on some more Night Trap.
Yeah, that works for me.
You've like turned them all on.
Yes, I did.
Oh. No, get the balls guys out now.
Phoenix Flame asked if we had Discord. I don't do the Discord. That's right.
Wait, we got
brings
twins.
The ball game back. Brings the ball game back, and the balls start to grow much bigger.
Then they be blue balls.
Hold on, we got blood. What's going on?
I don't know.
I could say something, but then YouTube might do this.
You're close to
Okay, bye everyone. We love you.
Later, guys.
See ya, Indie Gamer. Playing Gamers. See you guys.
Everybody in the chat. Be good.